There is a signal you are broadcasting every single second of every single day. You don't speak it, you don't text it, but every woman you meet can feel it in her gut. It is the scent of weakness. Evolutionary psychology tells us that women have developed a radar that is 100 times more sensitive than yours. It scans for one thing: competence. Can this man protect me? Can this man lead? Or is he a child looking for a mother? You might go to the gym, you might have money, but if you display the subtle behavioral cues we are about to discuss, she will feel an instant biological repulsion. It's not a choice, it's instinct. In this video, I'm going to expose the 6 ways you are accidentally signaling weakness. And because this channel is about solutions, we are going to use the philosophy of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, to fix these behaviors at the root. This isn't about acting tough, it's about becoming undeniable. Sign number 1 is the most insidious killer of attraction: seeking constant validation. Are you the man who asks, "Did you like that movie? Did I handle that correctly? Are you mad at me?" every time there is a moment of silence? Or do you post on social media and check it 50 times an hour to see if she liked it? This is dangerous. In psychology, this is called an external locus of control. It means your self-worth is not located inside your own soul, it is located in her hands. When you constantly fish for reassurance, you are subconsciously communicating, "I do not know my own value. Please tell me I am good enough." This places a heavy burden on a woman. She does not want to be your mother. She does not want to be responsible for your emotional stability. She wants a partner who is self-sourced. The Stoic fix. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Stop asking. Start knowing. Before you ask her for feedback, ask yourself first, did I act with integrity? Did I do my best? If the answer is yes, you do not need her applause. Practice the 24-hour rule. If you feel the urge to ask for validation on something, wait 24 hours. By then, the urge will pass, and you will realize you didn't need it. That self-reliance is magnetic. Sign number 2, avoiding conflict, the nice guy reflex. We are taught that being agreeable is polite. But there is a massive difference between being peaceful, having a sword but keeping it sheathed, and being harmless, having no sword at all. Many men have a pathological fear of tension. They think if they disagree with a woman, she will leave. So they become doormats. If she says, "I hate this restaurant," and you say, "Yeah, me too," when you actually chose it because you liked it. You are lying. You are suppressing your authentic self to manage her mood. Women possess a primal radar for this. When a man agrees with everything, she loses respect for him because she realizes he has no core. He is just a mirror reflecting her own opinions back at her, and mirrors are boring. The Stoic fix. Seneca taught that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. You must practice respectful disagreement. You don't need to be aggressive, just be distinct. "I actually really enjoyed the food. I thought the spice was perfect." When you hold your ground on small things, you signal that you can hold your ground on big things, protecting her, making hard life decisions. Tension creates attraction. Don't be afraid of the spark. Sign number 3, lack of emotional control. This is the ultimate sign of weakness. Do you snap when the waiter gets your order wrong? Do you get visibly jealous the second she talks to another guy? Do you sulk for days after an argument? Reacting impulsively shows that your internal state is enslaved to external events. You are a puppet, and the world is pulling your strings. Listen closely. If a woman can destabilize your entire mood with a single sentence, she owns you, and she knows it. And while it might make her feel powerful in the moment, deep down she feels unsafe. If you can't control yourself when you're frustrated, how can she trust you to lead a family? Volatility signals unpredictability and danger. The Stoic fix. Epictetus said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. You must master the gap. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response." When you feel the anger rising, freeze, take a breath, count to 3. Respond with logic and calm, not emotion. A man who remains calm while everyone else is losing their heads is the most powerful person in the room. Sign number 4. All talk, no action. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna get ripped. I'm gonna write a book. Gentlemen, words are cheap. Inflation has hit the talk market, and talk is now worthless. Bragging about future plans is insecurity disguised as ambition. You are trying to steal the credit and the dopamine hit for work you haven't done yet. Women have excellent BS detectors. They track patterns over time. If your mouth writes checks that your reality cannot cash, you become a fraud in her eyes. Inconsistency between your words and your actions signals a lack of discipline. It signals that you are a dreamer, not a doer. And women settle down with doers. The Stoic fix. The philosophy is action over announcement. Stop telling her what you will do. Show her what you did. Build in the dark. When you show up 3 months later with 10 pounds of muscle added, or you take her to dinner and pay with the card from your new business, that creates shock and awe. Mystery plus results equals attraction. Bragging minus results equals repulsion. Choose wisely. Sign number 5. Blaming others. The victim mentality. This is a repel field for high-value women. My ex ruined me. My boss is unfair. I can't get ahead because of the system. Let me be brutal. Nobody cares. When you blame external factors for your situation, you are signaling powerlessness. You are admitting that you are not the driver of your own life. You are a passenger in the trunk. A leader takes responsibility. A victim makes excuses. Even if you were treated unfairly, even if it wasn't your fault, it is your responsibility to fix it. Complaining is essentially broadcasting, "I am unable to overcome adversity. Do not reproduce with me." The Stoic fix. Adopt the principle of amor fati, love of fate. Accept whatever happens to you, good or bad, as the raw material for your growth. Do not complain about the weight on the bar, just lift it. Instead of telling her about the obstacles, tell her about how you are conquering them. Transform your narrative from victim of circumstance to hero of the journey. Sign number 6. Inability to say no, boundary failure. Being a people pleaser is a disease masked as a virtue. If you let her disrespect your time, if you tolerate rudeness, if you drop your friends the second she calls just to please her, you are signaling that your time has no value. You think you are being accommodating. She thinks you are desperate. A man without boundaries is like a house without walls. Anyone can walk in, steal everything, and leave mud on the carpet. If she knows she can walk all over you and you will still thank her for it, she cannot respect you. The Stoic fix. Respect your own time as if it were a limited resource, because it is. The Stoics constantly meditate on death, memento mori, to value time. You must be willing to say no when something violates your principles or your schedule. I can't do Tuesday, I have work. I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. When you say no to her, you are saying yes to yourself. And paradoxically, that self-respect makes her want to earn your yes. And finally, the root of all these weaknesses, lack of purpose. If you are drifting through life without a mission, you will naturally look to a woman to be your mission. You will cling to her. You will need her validation. You will fear losing her. But if you have a purpose, a career, a passion, a calling that is bigger than her, you naturally become independent. You naturally have boundaries. She wants to be the co-pilot on your mission, not the destination. Gentlemen, eliminating these behaviors isn't just about getting girls. It is about respecting yourself. It is about looking in the mirror and seeing a man of substance, discipline, and strength. When you master your emotions, own your path, and validate yourself, the world changes. You stop chasing, and you start attracting. Be stoic. Be strong. If you are ready to kill the weakness inside, comment, "I am the master," down below. Subscribe for more wisdom. I'll see you in the next one.